Oh, fuck it. Blackbird Podcast, take two. Just had my head blown off me. Welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast, folks. Are you well? Are you good? This is a fucking disaster. I think I'm a little late, but I came in here and everything was going swimmingly, and next thing I got some fit of fucking sneezing going on. You didn't need to know that, but now you know. So how y'all doing, crackers? Are y'all good? You've been enjoying the fog. Have you been living in a cloud? Because we have. It's fucking that time of year now. Fast approaching the end of 2024. 2024? Yes, 2024. And it has shot by. And it's starting to look like it might end similar to how it began. If you go looking at the things that come up on my fucking online news stuff, UFOs, aliens, all of this jazz. Funny thing about UFOs and aliens, especially here in Ireland, I find, if I'm in a conversation with someone, anyone, most people, let's say, and somewhere along the way you're thinking, sure, we'll walk into this conversation topic now, out of the blue, bang, and see how it goes. For giggles. Just to see how awkward it might get. And sure enough, it's like, Dougal face. That's what they get. They go, Jesus, he's going to talk about that? He's asking me about that? And in 2024, that should not be the case. It should be like, sure, look, I don't give a fuck. Or the opposite, oh yeah, I'm very interested in that. Or I have a curiosity about that. But no, it's the Dougal face. No. Do we have to talk about that now? It's just I bring it up because in January, the first week of January, in fact, there was all of that dodgy behaviour there in America. Was it Vegas or something? Was it Vegas? No, somewhere in America. And it was like suspicious as fuck. In more ways than one. I don't mean suspicious just because you see all of the police, I think, were there. And then all these phones being confiscated and blackouts and all that kind of jazz. And then all the talk. So you're thinking, okay, what's that about? Because if I remember when Trump, oh, by the way, Mr. Trump got elected, he's going to be the president again. And it just so happens that's what popped into my head when all this alien jazz started happening. Because I was thinking, is this like a psychological primer? Like the last time he got in, wasn't there some talk about some crazy flu on steroids that was going around? And look what happened there. You know what I'm saying? So when I come home today and I see all of this, I just flick on my usual bullshits. And it's all this, there's a big hearing on in America. Is it a congressional hearing or something? And they've got these ex-fucking, I don't know, military people who worked in the Defense Department or whatever, going on about UFOs and that they don't come from outer space, they come from the oceans. And I'm thinking, well, isn't that a pickle of a thing? Everything is just peachy now. They come from the ocean. But of course they do. So I was just thinking, like, you try to ignore it because you know you're not going to get any joy talking to anyone that you may meet, especially myself. Not that I'd meet that many folks, with life and stuff, but when you do meet them and you get a vibe, sure, we can drive this conversation down anywhere. They seem very responsive, very engaged. So we'll throw in the old alien for the laugh, the extraterrestrial. And you get the Dougal face fairly lively now, and it's like, oh, Jesus. So sometimes you'll say, sure, look. Change the subject post-haste. Or else you might just say, fuck it. We'll twist this around now and see how far we can go with it. See how uncomfortable they get. Some people get very frank and, well, the fact of the matter is, that's just nonsense. That's comic book bullshit. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I do know it poses a number of questions. And of course, at some stage then with I don't know, you get these news flashes after this whole thing went on about, America's security, national security. They go to this fucking thing where the opinion that these extraterrestrials from the ocean, of course, are like so advanced, and that they've been here well before us, and historically they're well documented, and it goes on forever. But for some reason today they decide, well, security could be an issue. Okay, security could be an issue. Because I don't remember any UFOs attacking America or any other country for that matter, unless they kept it quiet. I don't know. In all of history. All of recorded history anyway. So unless they've something up their sleeve there, I just think it's a bit fishy, the timing of it all, and the extent at which these individuals are willing to say, oh yeah, the ocean. So that would explain the sharks, right? I remember I was about 15 or 16. I tried to write this poem about sharks being the ocean's immune system against people. You know what I mean? People are an infection in the ocean, and they can't be having that. Like, they don't balance everything, and there's sharks there to sort that out. They're there to sort the virus that is us. Hence all the shark attacks. But anyway, watch that space, I'd say. You know what I mean? And don't be so fucking weird about the topic. It shouldn't be fucking... What's the term? What is the term? Taboo. Nothing should be fucking taboo. A conversation is just a conversation. It's inquiring minds. That's all. You know, I don't know a damn thing. So I figured if I talk to people, they might know a damn thing. But between the two of us, we might be seeing different perspectives. And then you have a shared perspective. Then you have a shared knowledge. Something to ponder. Food for thought. That's all I'm saying, folks. But it was fishy. Especially with the whole Trump thing. So anyway, what else was I... Well, I was actually going to say that the Red Fox Archers started their indoor shooting thing. It's for practice for the winter months, because you can't get the fucking time or the weather to do the outdoor thing as much as you'd like. So just to guarantee yourself at least one evening of a week, we managed to get a haul through the excellent efforts of the committee members. All of them except me, because I don't do very much on the committee. I'm barely fucking acknowledged. And that's probably wise on their part. But it was pretty cool. Everyone, it's good to see all the shirts being worn, because the shirts are stirring up a bit of attention, and people have been asking about where we got them, and I don't know where we got them, because every time I ask the fuckers in the committee, it's like fucking top secret. So when you get there on Sunday, if you're going to the shooting Sunday, folks, I would say go to Keith or to Geraldine and fucking annoy the fuck out of them. They've got the keys to the kingdom. Because keep telling me, and before I even fucking get out the door, I'm like, what did he say? So I don't know, folks. I'm not. That's what I'm not a fucking. That's not my job. Okay. So, but they are savage looking shirts, aren't they? And there is one for the raffle there on Sunday after the shoot. So, could be you. It could be me too. I might get it. And if I win it, I'm fucking keeping it. But no, they're savage shirts. So yeah, so come along Sunday, folks. Red Fox Archers. The last shoot of the year for myself, because it is. Everything else that's on after is just it's not official. Now we're kind of getting down to the training time now for the what is it? The National Indoor Championships is on February 1st next year. I got my ticket. They shot out the door. I don't know how many. I think maybe 100 tickets. And I'm not kidding. They went like hotcakes. I was talking to. Who was I talking to? Mark Deavy sent me a text. Excuse me. And I was like joking about the indoor championships. Because me and Mark Deavy, as you know, I had that shoot off, which I keep busting these balls about because that's pure lucky. And he says, yeah, you better get your ticket. They're flying out the door. I think there was only 30 left when I was going to get mine. So I was like, oh, panic, get him. And it's got. So it's good to have it kind of in the calendar. All right, that's the date. You need to be fucking on point for that day. Let's have no fuck-ups now like we had the last time. Be prepared. So in conjunction with that then, there's the mailing competition starting, I think it's starting next month. The mailing competition it's coming out of, we'll say, Australia. That's where the base of the organisers of it are. And it's for all the archery clubs in the world. Quite literally, in the world. Who are signed up with World Archery or whatever. And you just go to your club or a designated club that is taking part in this. And I think it's like €20. And it's similar in the National Indoor Champs. I mean, it's 20 yards. And you get 3 blocks. So you can do the 3 blocks with the mail-in on 3 different days over 3 different months. So you've loads of time to get it right. So while you're, I think it's December, January and February. And then February, or is it something like this? Check it. If you're into it, check it. And then your national indoor thing is on the 1st of February. So you've been training and competing in the mail-ins, which has kind of got you right in line for the Irish National Indoor Championships. So, double bubble, happy days. So I'm looking forward to that. Got all my stuff sorted, except for one little silly thing, but it's a minor detail, which will be sorted post-haste. Post-haste. So that's the archery world for you. So don't forget Sunday, folks. Because I gotta say something. It's meant to be my job. What else is it? Yeah. So that's that for you. UFOs in the ocean. Shark attacks. And archery competitions. When you think about it, like there's go from UFOs in the ocean to archery competitions. That's some kind of denial, isn't it? Should be freaking out about it. I tell you, if a UFO landed on the fucking anywhere today, I'm sure it would be in the news, but I don't think it'd be fucking huge. There's so much fucking turmoil going on. And it seems to be... I've never seen politicians so fucking much. Even before these elections were mentioned, they seem to be like fucking celebrities. Celebrities are fucking everything up, I guess. But anyway, so just to avoid the mainstream news, and I say mainstream, I mean like, fucking radio news and all that shit. It's hard to avoid it. Sometimes you gotta keep your toe in the water. But more often than not, I'd be fucking surfing around looking for some, I don't know, distractions, if you will. Something that'll make you laugh. I was listening to, what was I listening to? David Cuddy, a guy called David Cuddy. And there's 3 I got now and I'm happy that they're all kind of Irish. I don't know what it is. You get same old everywhere else, so it's nice to get. But this David Cuddy has a podcast, The Wood from the Trees. It's very fucking good. It's very funny. It's just chit-chatting with folks. It's very good. He's always got guests on, and they're always funny, interesting. But he had a guy on anyway who sounded very familiar. And then they were mentioning the Hardy Bucks. Do you remember the Hardy Bucks? It was like a sketch thing that they do, like a comedy sketch thing. I remember the one where he was in the middle of his driving test. And you don't know that's what it is. He's just driving down this country road and there's this guy in the passenger seat with a clipboard. And the phone rings and he's having a full-blown conversation on the phone while he's driving. And then halfway through he goes, look, I'm in my driving test there now. It's very funny. You should check it out on YouTube, The Hardy Bucks. I think that's what it was called. But it's the lad who's driving the car, Owen, is his real name. Owen, I think it's his real name, because the podcast is called Owen's Odyssey. And I don't know, I said I'd give it a spin. And I swear to God, I was just fucking giggling all day. It's funny as fuck. It's just, I suppose, there's just a lot about it you can relate to. You know, the time frame and the things that be happening in Ireland and the funny things that be going on. And it's very good. It's very funny. I'd recommend you check it out if you haven't already. Because I usually find shit last, you know. Fucking was mad about Nirvana only to find out your man was dead. I said, fucking, really? Fuck. And then we just got into, what was it? A Chris Cornell band. I think they only did 2 fucking albums and that was it. He was out the door. So it's probably the same with everyone probably knows about. There's one song going on at the moment. I came across about a week ago, if that, at the weekend maybe. There's a song called Stand By Me. It's a fucking beautiful song. The original is fucking pretty. It's very nice. And it's iconic. But there's this guy, Stephen, I wrote his name down there. Stephen Wilson Jr. He does this cover of Stand By Me. And it's fucking, whoa. It's awesome. It's just awesome. When I must have listened to it 10 times a day. No more, I'd say. Since I heard it first. And I've been like firing it off to people. I think you'd like this. I think you should like this. And when you listen to this guy sing that song that way, the way he does it, it's fucking brilliant. I'm like, why isn't this what the music charts is full of? Because music charts are shit. Pure shit. Has been for a long time. Yeah, Stephen Wilson Jr. You find that on YouTube. Stand By Me. Fucking brilliant. And it's like, he was on some fucking podcast, I think. He's sitting down on a couch. He's got a weird, he looks kind of like a serial killer in this video. It's not a video, it's a recording. It's a podcast, like I said. But he's sitting on a couch. He's got what looks like a beat up Spanish guitar in his lap. And he's wearing this baseball hat with a Hail Mary on it. But my God, even when he's explaining what he's going to do with the host, he's messing away at the guitar. And straight away, you know this guy's pretty fucking accomplished. He's excellent. Absolutely. You got to go check him out. Stephen Wilson Jr. Fucking brilliant. Stand By Me. Wow. What a song. The way he does it. I love the sound he makes when he plays the guitar and sings. It's just fucking awesome. Gold. So you should check him out. I wouldn't tell you to check it out unless I thought it was awesome. He's fucking shit hot. To be honest, when I'm finished waffling here, I'm going to go listen to it again. And then who else was there that I was fucking laughing my whole off? I think this guy popped up somewhere on Facebook. He's relatively local, actually. I've never heard of him because I hear fucking nothing. Just fucking aliens, blah, blah, blah. But Cornelius, Conversations with Cornelius. My God. He's a comedian. And my God, he's a funny fucker. He's got these sketches that will pop up on Facebook there recently. And it's like, I don't know, is it GAA or hurling or whatever? But the sketch goes that he's the coach. And there's 2 other guys there, but he's the 2 other guys. Camera just moves to him. And They were just brilliant. It reminded me somehow of kind of like the Unbelievables in a weird kind of way, but fuck it, lad. If you like the Unbelievables, you're gonna love the sketch he did as the coach for the I think it's hurling team. I could be wrong. So I found out then that he was on YouTube. So then I went to YouTube and then I found out that he does a podcast, Conversations with Cornelius, which I've just added to my little select few playlist, and I'm enjoying it. So those three I've been juggling with, and they're very funny. They're a good giggle, like, you know what I mean. So that's that's all I got. That's all I got to tell you. So aside from the fact, is it just me or is the year fucking shooting by like a motherfucker? I feel like it just shot by. Yep, the weeks, the months, the fucking year. Scooby-Doo time. So, apologies for being late, my crackers. I won't do it again. What happened? I think what happened was I came in and I was doing the usual. And I was about 15 minutes in and I forgot something, so I had to go get something. And I never came back. Yeah, something like that. But I've been terribly busy, thankfully. And my productivity did decline a little bit with the whole man flu business. It's no joke. I mean, you'd be smothered. And all you want is a cigarette and a coffee. If you think, what do they say? Is it starve a cold or feed a flu? I don't know. You know all these old sayings be rattling around. You're a knucklehead. Excuse me. But yeah, so that was that. Aliens in the ocean, people. And they're not aliens, they're extraterrestrials. Which made me actually wonder. Well, actually didn't. But now that as I said, extraterrestrials. You know the way they have all the countries in the world have this treaty that no one goes to, is it Antarctica? You're not allowed there. And they can't get on over anything, yet no one has ever broken this treaty. Make you wonder, wouldn't it? It's like, I think it gives... It's like, you know when you go to the zoo, you know? And you see all the animals in the zoo. And some of them just have that, like, acceptance in their eyes. That fucking giddy energy isn't really there. Even with the little monkeys. They're just, fuck, here they come again. Fuckers. It's just, they're bait. They're just defeated. And I know, you know, they've probably been born into the fucking whole zoo business. So they would know any better. Only what's going in their DNA, I guess. There's some haunting dreams of their ancestors when they're out in the fucking wilds back in the day before some cunt decided to put them in a box. Sometimes I won't lie, when I hear about someone getting killed in a zoo by a lion or a tiger, I'm kind of secretly go on, you good thing. There's life in you yet. You haven't forgotten who you are. You're doing what you're meant to do. And what am I getting? Where am I going? Oh yeah. So if you think of it like that, like a zoo, like we are the animals in the zoo. Because when you think about it, there's more water on the earth than there is land. I mean, a fucking shitload. And we know, apparently, it hasn't been explored. Not that they'd fucking tell you anyway. So we're kind of like the animals in the zoo. Defeated. Accepting that this is our reality. When in fact, sometimes we get these fucking dreams out of nowhere. And it leaves us with a sweaty energy in us. Just want to go and fuck things up. Or just lash out or something. And the visitors then are the extraterrestrials from the ocean. With their fucking sharks. It's a food for thought, folks. Don't be afraid to talk about shit. Even if it's shit. Okay? So I'm going to let you go now, folks. My crackers. I thank you each and all for taking the time to entertain the crazy. You know? I'm gonna just sit here another while now and have a cigarette and think about sharks as a immune system for the ocean. Bye bye now, you crackers. Talk to you soon. Be good.